Welcome to the Raptors edition of my NBA 2K26 What If series. And can we turn this champion or to this? Can we turn this team to a champion in 3 year span? Let's get into it. Yeah, so as I'm doing this video, we are in the wee hours of the day after this Raptors team fell to the Cavs in seven. I mean, props to RJ Barrett for keeping the season alive on that buzzer beater that hit the back heel of the rim in game six to force the game seven. But yeah, I mean, frankly, with this Raptors team, um, I feel like they're not there quite yet. Frankly, I didn't think they would even make the playoffs at all, let alone making the five seed. But yeah, I mean, I think sky's the limit in terms of Scotty Barnes. I think he could really turn into one of the best players in the NBA. I think the Raptors, when they drafted him, knowing that Leonard left them, kind of a copy paste player, I would say, that Scotty Barnes is, and huge jump in the playoffs here, 24 points, but he's hovering around maybe just under 20 points per game, getting 8 rebounds. You know, his assists numbers went up, so he stepped up when he had to. Yeah, I mean, just a great defensive player, and he was named Rookie of the Year in that class in 2021. So, yeah, I mean, look at his accolades already. Was it now 5 years in the league, Rookie of the Year, first team All Defense, third team All NBA once, and two-time All Star. So, I mean, he definitely has the tools to be a perennial All Star in this league. Brandon Ingram, All Star again 2026. He's a guy. Yeah, he just didn't play a lot. This is his first full year with Toronto. I thought the trade at the time was a little bit of a head scratcher. Still don't know if he's the right guy to mesh with this team, but for the sake of the sim, we'll try to keep him around as long as we can. And yeah, he missed I think 2 games now in the series. So yeah, could have been a very different series had he did if he did play. And same with Emmanuel Quickly. Didn't play in the series at all. So the fact that I went to 7 games without like two of their best, like two of the three best players, I would say, maybe if they ran it back with everyone healthy, maybe the Raptors team could have knocked off the what was it 4 seed Cavs. But in this sim, we're paying attention to what happened in real life, so we'll force win that game and force win this game for the Pistons that happened earlier in that same day. And yeah, we'll just see how the playoffs finish out here in this first year of the sim, or not first year. It's like pre-sim year. So Spurs next finals, Spurs in seven, and yeah, we'll go into the off season here. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, basically what we're doing here in this series is seeing how long it might take with us at the helm at GM to win an NBA championship. So in this case, we're looking for the Raptors' second championship all time, and I think they're in a great spot to potentially get it done. So in terms of retirements, some bigger names, some players who you might expect to retire didn't, as I've seen in some other sims like LeBron, Steph Curry sometimes a surprise here, but yeah, so like Lowry, Conley, Horford, Brook Lopez, Batum, Westbrook, obviously. We have Garrett Temple, who didn't really contribute much for us here, but he will retire, and same with Vucevic. And Klay Thompson, a little bit of a surprise there, but yeah, I mean, 36 years old, 13 years. What else can he really accomplish in the league? Um, and all right, we're not going to change any rule changes. We're going to keep it as status quo as possible. And skipping ahead here to the lottery, don't see, yeah, the Raptors I don't think have a pick here in the lottery. So, do they have their own pick, perhaps? Yeah, so pick 19. So that's a pretty good spot. I feel like we can work with that. We still got Darko Rajakovic, I think that's how you say it, locked up. I think he's an interesting guy. He doesn't get a lot of press. I think some of the other coaches get in the league, and the media clips I have seen of him, he's a pretty funny dude. So respect to him. I think he's the guy to stay at least in our sim here. But yeah, let's just explore some of the trades here. So quickly, we got Sheed, RJ Barrett, Walter, Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick. He's a prospect who would like to see him get some more time. You can see there he played 16 minutes, but that wasn't a real game. He didn't really play much this series. Only kind of got in on garbage time. For a 13th overall pick, I'd like to see him get a little bit more time than that. And then Jameson Battle, I feel like we could get another player at that spot. Even though he did go off the other night, what was it? Yeah, 14 points in, what was that, game 3? Yeah, he balled out. Didn't miss a single shot. Good on him. But yeah, let's look to see what we can maybe get in return here. Like a Phoenix first, that sounds awesome. And then in terms of players under contract here, like Quickly's deal isn't great. Same with Barrett's. I'm not loving the amount of money we're offering up there. Pirtle as well, another big contract for a center who is only giving you 4 and 5. That's not the kind of numbers we want to see. Or 2 and 4 rather. Like this game is fake. Let that be known. But this one, 2 and 4 in 22 minutes, like surely you gotta be better than that. The fact that they won that game with him doing that is pretty amazing. What other players can we maybe trade? Colin Murray Boyles, I think, is legit. Yeah, we'll keep Quickly around for now. So let's see if we can maybe trade out the second pick here. All right. Yeah, Houston unprotected, sure. So this draft class is pretty deep, but we'll sim ahead to our pick to see what might fall into our lap. Jane Quaintance, Christian Anderson Jr. I mean, yeah, I'm not loving those guys. Let's see maybe what else if we trade out. Well, Richard. Yeah, so not a lot of players recently picked guys who went like right before us maybe. Let's check that out. See if we can't make a trade. Lindeberg. Maybe a guy like Berries would be dope. Because, like, who's our shooting guard right now? Is it Barrett? Yeah. We got Walter, actually. So maybe like a prospect 4? I mean, they have a pretty decent amount of youth on this team. So maybe, what if we did this? 19th overall and then a lottery protected next year. And I would look to just get like a return in picks. Yeah, it's just like something like this. Let's go Jazz unprotected next 2 years. And then we'll do a lotto protected pick there. Yeah, back-to-back lotto protected picks. Okay, they're still not budging. And we'll throw in the second round picks as well. Okay. Alright, I'm good with that. We'll sim ahead. I feel like that was a solid trade to make. Don't know what might be coming our way in the future. Jackson Davis will decline. Yeah. Former Warrior player, but I just don't think he's a long-term piece to the puzzle on this squad. And then Mogbo, same kind of deal. We'll decline, but yeah, we'd like to give Dick another year. Such a crazy thing to say. All right, Elijah Martin, AJ Lawson, Chucky Hepburn. We'll decline those options, or we won't offer their qualifying offers. Excuse me. All right, point guard. Like I do with a lot of these sims, I try to put Ben and put him at the 3 spot, so we'll look to do that here again. Tim Hardaway off the bench would be pretty dope if we could get away with 450 a year. And then maybe a guy like Chris Dunn. We could maybe trade him down the line later. You never know. Alright, so cap hold, renounce Mogbo, renounce those guys. Maybe we bring back Mamouche Cavelli, however you say his name. Was he listed as a power forward? Okay. I mean, 79 overall at 27. Wait, can we even afford him? Maybe not. 2 years, 1 year, maybe the minimum. And then center spot. What can we maybe get here? A guy like Robert Williams always seems to be one of those guys who we can maybe get around the money we're looking for here. And then a reunion with Precious Achua, maybe? Don't know if we're at too many players at this point. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be enough players. But yeah, I just don't know if we can afford everybody we're trying to get here. Let's just go ahead. All right, so no Chua, no Williams. Okay, we can live with that. And then we're going to move Simmons to the 3. Cool. All right, so power forward like Dean Wade or maybe Drummond, another vet to plug in. And just trying to check it out. All my options here. There's someone we could get for cheap that is like a high overall still. Like maybe Duncan Robinson? Is he? No, he's gonna be out of reach. Javante Green. Sure, we'll do that. Radford. No idea he went to Radford. I have a cousin who went there actually. All right, advance to next season. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I mean, did we get better? I don't know. It's too early to tell, I would say. We didn't add any prospects, but ideally our prospects, another year under their belt, they're going to progress a little bit further. Starting lineup is, yeah, the same. We had Simmons, Hardaway to the rotation. That's pretty much it. And then we got we kind of just filled out the rest of the team, but yeah, we added 2 more guys to the rotation. So yeah, kind of a minimal add to our team, but yeah. And then also, wait, before we kind of just jump the gun a little bit here, let's go 10 deep, see what that looks like. So 10 deep would have Dick in the lineup. And then let's go, if we did playthrough star, like it'd be either Barnes or Ingram, so I'm fine with that. Average tempo, let's go some crash outs, get back, neutral, physical D. Yeah, all right, here we go. 5-5 to start the year. All right, so I mean, realistically, we were what, the 4 seed last year? I think with this roster with Scotty Barnes, I think that might have been a little bit high with the roster we've assembled so far. So realistically, I think we should be like definitely top 6 in the East. I'd probably give ourselves maybe the 5 spot, 4 or 5, just off the dome. Kind of my guess here. Go Bear, no. Yeah, the thing is with this team, we definitely might look to trade quickly. I think he's probably number 1 player that we might like to move on from, just in terms of the money. And then after that, it's like a 2-way race between Barrett and Ingram, because I don't see them being like real fits to our scheme. But yeah, it would suck to move on from um it would suck to move on from Barrett because he's Captain Canada or whatever you want to call it. Which is crazy. I remember like thinking like he's the future of Canadian basketball. And meanwhile, SGA at that point he was already in the league, and then all of a sudden he just took over, and now he's like the best Canadian player right now. All right, so we got some injuries. So quickly he's out. Ooh, and we can't trade him. And then Murray Boyles. Damn. Okay, so we're at the deadline and can't trade the guy we were thinking about trading. broken left leg, 6 to 8 weeks, so he's not out for the season. And Murray Boyle, strained hip. All right, let's contract extensions. Barrett will resign, and the fact that he's looking for roughly the same amount is actually crazy to me. Like, we'll give you 24 for 2 years. Yeah, with Barrett, I don't know. I was so high on him in New York, but yeah, just like third overall pick. You look at the other guys in that draft, like Zion and Ja, and yeah, I just would love to have seen him make a jump to like a real all-star in this league, but he's just kind of stuck at that level just before all-star, I would say. And then Ingram, Barnes, career high from him, 37 points this year. Don, how's he doing? All right, let's look to trade. Let's see. So Dunn is our starting point guard right now. Is he our worst player? It might be. Ooh, Sheed, really? I mean, he's like, it seems like he's done with his time with us. So maybe we do look to trade him. As much as I like him as a player, it just seems weird that he's not playing that great for us. But wow, that's a big trade. Pajemski for Sheed and Drummond. I mean, that might be an offer we can't refuse there. Danny Wolf, Nurk. Oh, I mean, it's one first round pick. I thought for a second it was two. Let's see if we explore this trade a little bit more. And it's top three protected. No, we're not trying to do that. Let's go that. And then we'll do Raptors pick and Raptors pick. Alright, we'll throw in the seconds that we have. Come on. What else can we really trade here? I mean, there's not much else. I mean, the Suns, 2029. Are they that bad? Okay, it's not worth it. Alright, so Sheed. Let's go Raptors picks and Sheed. See what comes our way. Maybe Sheed and Green. Combination of the two. Melton Nurkic, Cardwell Bones, Silva, Strother, Robert Williams. Yeah, nothing crazy here. I mean, 27 pick for Hachi. AJ Mitchell would be dope, but I'd hate to give up picks to the Thunder. That's the only thing there. So Pajemski and Beasley. We could like X out Beasley. Oh, they added Dort. That'd be cool if we brought in another Canadian. Wait, we over the cap? Or they are. We are. So maybe if we also got rid of Drummond and threw in a pick. Let's try that. Damn. All right. Second. All right, we're getting 2 firsts. Javante Drummond, and maybe that Suns pick, and then give me that second. Come on. What? Come on. All right, instead of 27, give me 28. All right, 29. 30. 31. Bruh, what? Okay, we'll add a second. How about that? Dude. Alright. Scrap all this. And do this trade straight up. Okay, that's more reasonable. 2030 Toronto and a second for Drummond, Javante, Sheed, and we get Pajemski and Dort. Add another Canadian to the team. Hell yeah. Okay, so now Pajemski at starting point guard for now. Barrett, Ingram, Barnes, Pirtle, Simmons, Hardaway, Walter, Dick, and Dort. Okay. So point guards, that's how it looks. Shooting guard, Barrett, Hardaway, Walter, Dort, Ingram, Simmons, Dick, Barnes, Mamushkavelli. So wait, okay, we're still down a guy. Free agents. Magbo's a free agent, but he's doing too much. GP's a free agent. A lot of Warriors are free agents here. Alright, what if, let's see what else we can maybe do here. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of Dort. I think he's, pretty vital to us. So, I mean, is he overpaid? A little bit. But in terms of that, like our worst player, because wait, how many point guards do we have? We have 3? Yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe Dunn we'll look to get rid of. Top 3 protected. Oops. Alright, what if we did this? Turn that into, whoops, go back to the Hornets. The 2028, unprotected. Yeah, we did that. Cool. Okay, so now we need what? We need a point guard probably, and a center, I would say. Alright, point guards. Nick Smith, can't afford. Cole Anthony? No. I guess Elo would be the next best option. Alright, and then a center. Oh, Wagner, Thomas Bryant, Reese, Angel Reese's brother. That'd be sick if we could. I mean, he balled out, frankly. And then, like, I think he was a late season pickup for the Wizards, and he balled out. I don't know if they'll have his stats, but yeah, they don't. But yeah, he did pretty good. All right, let's just get Mo Wagner. Negotiate. All right, we'll give you 3 years, sure. Then we'll trade him later, probably. All right, so we got 15 guys, I believe. Yeah. All right. So 10 man deep. How are we looking? So we got Thor. Yeah, then D'Lo. Got you. All right, here we go. 32 and 20. So I mean, we're still around 3 in the East. Seems like it's a tight race right now. I think adding Pajemski, I think, is a big add. Although Pajemski's a guy, I kind of say this a lot, but and when I did my career mode, I picked the Warriors, and just playing a lot with Pajemski, frankly, he's the most frustrating player in 2K. I think like for his overall, whatever like points they gave him to give him that overall, I think he might be the worst player in 2K in terms of like playing alongside. It's pretty like laughable some of the errors and IQ he has in the game. But okay, off season or yeah, award season. MVP Jokic, Darren Peterson Rookie of the Year, six man Jalen Green, Wembanyama Defensive Player of the Year, Ricochet Most Improved, Clutch goes to SGA, Coach of the Year. Let's go, Darko Rajakovic. I think that's how you say it. And yeah, I mean 57 and 25, not bad. 94 overall squad, 97 rating offensively. Do we have any Raptors here? No. Pretty amazing that what we get? Second best record in the East, and yeah, we're coach of the year. Pretty good. Didn't think we'd get this far, frankly, but we were right here. So Dort is just outside the rotation with everyone healthy. Let's add him to the rotation. Go 11 deep. Tim Hardaway, Simmons, Podziemski off the bench. Carter Murray Boyles, or Colin Murray Boyles off the bench. BI's a little bit banged up. What does he got? 4 to 6 weeks with the strained right hip. Quickly strained groin. So, I mean, recoverable injuries. But all right, round one in this first sim, or first season of the sim, we're facing off against the Orlando Magic. And yeah, pretty much the same team that exists today. But yeah, there were two a year ago around this time. Both of these teams lost in the game 7 on the same day. And yeah, we turn it around here. See if we can win. All right, game 1 we lose. All right, game 2. I know we're banged up, but you'd think we'd still be able to win against this team on paper. And we're coming back here. All right. Let's go 10 deep. Maybe that was the problem. Whoops, we're not going to do that. All right, we're just going to back out real quick. So it doesn't save because it does do 5-minute quarters. All right, simcast. Here we go. Got to win here on the road now, which is even tougher. Orlando just kind of looked at us and totally ignored our home court. Wow, we lose game 3. So, yeah, I mean, this team equipped for a deep run, but alas, we are staring down the wrong end of a 3-0 series. All right, here we go. Can't get swept here. We're up 6 after 1. And we lose the lead there for a second. Magic are starting to come back in this one. We're down 3. All right, take the lead back. 14 seconds, we'll jump in. Please hold on.
And that's an intentional foul.
Nearly a backdoor.
Trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And
all right, I'm ready to call it. Actually, it's kind of too early.
It's a 4-point ball game.
Well, just a great job there. He put the game out of reach.
Exactly why I said that.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. So both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
No threes.
Connecting at the charity stripe, so important. Now you are up 3.
Robinson, the 3 is off.
No,
so
no way.
Raptors taking the W in a close one.
To Robinson.
Brandon.
All right, Allie, good stuff.
No, the 2K IQ is crazy. They just kicked it out to Robinson from the logo. Like he's Steph Curry, bro. What did I just see? Oh my god. If I was the Magic, I'd be so pissed. And literally, I was doing a Magic sim in the last video. Okay, so, yeah, let's maybe tweak this roster a little bit here. I mean, what can we, I mean, quickly's down. He's got 2 injuries now. Strained groin and hyperextended knee. Ingram strained hip, still out. 1 to 2, I mean, he's playing through it 1 to 2 weeks, so. Is the timetable. All right, game 5. Come on, guys. Team Up North got to win here. Or not Team Up North. We the North. Sorry. The Ohio State Buckeye fan in me came out there. All right, so we forced the game 6. At least. All right, can we force this game 7? Hopefully we woke up at this point. All right, we're down by 1 at halftime. And we're down 13 here late. 8-point game, 9-point game. Yeah. We're losing 6 to the 17 Magic. Not a great start. And, all right, Pistons, Spurs final, and Spurs take it in 7. So, yeah, that was it for year 1 of the sim. Did we get better? Yeah. But, I mean, we still lost ultimately in the first round, so not ideal. LeBron, Durant, Curry, George, Peele, and Drummond all retire. Wow. Some bona fide legends of the game. And Lillard. Man, like all these pieces of franchises all retire at the same time. We are officially in a new era, one where Raptors can win another championship. All right, here we go. Draft lottery. All right, so that Utah pick is paying off, it seems. Rockets via Phoenix. I swear we had that pick, right? I swear they traded that up to us, unless they have two. But all right, so right now we're slated for the #1 pick. 2K does screw you when you do have the #1 odds, so we'll see how this goes. All right. Wow, so a lot of teams are moving up. Bulls. Okay. 10th pick, Portland. All right, sticks to Portland. The Rockets. Goes to the, oh, whoa. Okay, so we traded that pick to the Hornets, I think. Wait, so what? Well, the Heat will keep it, now means their pick next year. Okay. Are we screwed? Are we still top 4? I don't know if we are anymore. Wizards. Okay, I am thrown for a loop here. Sixers. Okay, so do we have at least a top 5 pick? Yeah, Raptors. No way. Oh, yeah. So we went from 1 to 5. Okay, that makes perfect sense. And then, yeah, our lotto pick, Jazz ended up getting that. So, I mean, yeah, we went from 5 to 30, so I'll take that. Or from 30 to 5, I should say. NBA draft time. So we got pick 5. We got some flexibility a little bit. Would have liked a better pick at that spot. All right, Mo Wagner. Actually, you know what? Let's try to trade for the Hornets pick next year. Because they were not valuing their own pick that well. Wait, no. The Hornets. Wait. I got rid of that one. Alright, so don't need Russell. Hardaway might regress. Wagner definitely don't need. And then that leaves us with, I mean, Simmons. I mean, we're not paying him a lot, so I'm pretty comfortable there. Will we go for that? Charlotte swap best with Miami. Miami swap worst with Charlotte. No, what? I don't want that. And then wait, 27 Dallas is pick 19. No, we don't want that pick, dude. You can shove it. Alright, let's do... We need to trade one more guy to make this trade work, so I guess Tim Hardaway. I mean, they're giving him good value there. We got pick 9 out of that? No. Can we get pick 19 and that? Can we get second round picks as well? Okay, cool. Alright. 19 and 7, what can we get back for that? A first from the Mavericks. Some Spurs picks. Let's go. Swap best with Thunder. Pick 4. Yeah, alright. Let's not get too crazy here. Alright, so we're picking at pick 5. So Stokes #1. Celtics, they'll probably take Williams. Yeah, alright, Branch. So Rockets, they got Chingyun. The Thunder have, I mean, oh wow. So the Rockets get Williams. Let's see, because right now, got Carter Murray Boyles, who frankly I'd say we can move him to the 3, or the 4. Let's explore that. We move him to the 4, Barnes to the 3. Ingram can't really play the 2. What if... Oh, he's a free agent anyway. Alright, so Thunder take Sar, and then who can we take at pick 5? If we did 5, 19, and 7, what are our options? Jalen Wells, Gil Alexander Walker, Lendeberg, Grimes, Bones, Bronny, Mark Williams, Obi Toppin, Sadiq Bey, Rasheer Fleming, Anthony Simons, Kristaps. Huh. Alright, what if we just did pick 5? Daniels for Dort? Nah. Huh, okay. Draft summary. So, right, maybe Branch or Williams? Because, I mean, shooting guard, we got Barrett, right? We got Barrett at shooting guard, and Walter backs him up. At the 3, we might look to get rid of Grady Dick. I feel like, yeah, maybe we do get rid of at least Pirtle here. Let's see if we could find a cheaper center. We could exchange here. Yeah, I mean, Keita is like this around the same money. What if we did Branch and Keita? Well, Celtics should still be adding too much money. Wow. Okay. Pritchard, he's not Canadian, is he? I know. I'm trying to go for the Canadian sweep. Is he? Nah. Is he? I don't think so. I mean, Pritchard would be nice. Do you got Pajemski though? What about instead of Pajemski, if we got what if we got Brown? Crazy as it sounds. And we threw in like quickly. Or Barrett? That would work. Quickly. No, it would have to be like Ingram money. But he's a free agent. Damn. Damn the Celtics and their payroll. Alright. What can we just get for Pirtle? Let's check that out. Nurkic, Sharp. Some firsts. And the Spurs really want Pirtle that bad, huh? They want him back that bad. Damn, man. I'm not loving the pick offers we're getting at pick 5. Alright, let's just pull the trigger on Cam Williams. He went where? Rockets? Let's see what the Rockets might want to give up for that. So Williams. And what if we got I mean, I would love to trade for Thompson, but we can't. Shepard, no. Jabari Smith Jr. Kinda. Alright, we'll try to trade Pirtle. Scotty, no. And then we'll trade the 5th. No. And 19. And what else? Can't do that one. The Suns. Yeah, let's try that. Come on, really? Alright, 28, 28, 29. Alright, I'll do Hornets in 29. Bruh. Alright, they want another player out of this. So maybe Dort? Yeah. I guess it kind of has to be at this point. I don't want to do that though. I want Dort on this team. Okay, we're taking way too long on this. So let's just go for let's go Caleb Holt. Sure. And then we'll send ahead to user pick. And then Gaskins. Sweet. And then let's just trade out for that second pick. Yeah. Looks good to me. Alright. So no trades really there. Ingram accepted his player option. Ray Boyle and Walter will bring back. Grady Dick and Pajemski. Alright, so can we really afford much of anything? Point guard, Pajemski. Or wait, considering who we're bringing back. So we're bringing back a 3. We're bringing back a 1. So we still need like a power forward and a center and a point guard. So point guard. Yeah, maybe. Power forward. Center. Like Filipkowski, 3 mil. We'll try that. And then power forward. Mamushkavelli we could bring back. Magbo doesn't really want to be back with us. Let's go DJJ. And then Isaiah Joe would be nice, or Melton. I'd be fine with either of those. So right now we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players. We're waiting on 2 more. 12, 13, 14. So we'd be over by 1 player. Alright, so yeah, we can renounce Mamushkavelli. And then maybe who do we trade here? Oh, we have too many shooting guards. Actually, we can move Dort to the 3 here. Because he'll get better, I would think. Dort, move him to the 3. Okay. Alright, so then we don't need... Wait, so then Filipkowski at the center. Jones at the 4. Melton at the 2. So I guess we wouldn't need Melton. Yeah, because we got 2 prospect shooting guards, and we got RJ Barrett still. So, yeah. All right, we'll decline that, and then renounce that. So then we'll be bringing in what, 4 more guys? 1, 2. Yeah, that works. Okay. So cap hold. Yeah, that looks right. I don't think I'm tripping. Cap hold, agree. All right, and then cap hold. Make sure this looks good. Oh wow, the Warriors are trying to get him back. That's funny. And yeah, we'll bring back the Duke. Sorry, I don't know why I was so aggressive. Wait, wait, what? Am I tripping? I thought we had an even amount of players throughout. Oh, I guess because we moved Dort. If we moved Holt from the 2 to the 1, does he get any better? He's about the same. Maybe we do try it like that. And then we would just move Dort back, I guess, to the 2. Okay, yeah, we'll try that out. Dort, put back at the 2 spot. Okay, there we go. Advance. Advance. Alright, so now this is what year? What year is this now? 2027. Alright, so we want the 2028 draft class here. 2028. Alright. Is this only year 2 of the sim? Or yeah, it must be. Alright, here we go. Year 2 of the sim. Sabonis, no. He's too old. Grant, you're out of your mind. Williamson for Ingram. Huh. It's just too much money, though. We obviously moved Sky to the 3. That's actually crazy. Zion's shorter than Brandon Ingram. And then what if we did Murray for Quickly? Yeah. No, I still want another pick. I kind of don't want to get rid of Ingram, though. That's the thing. Didn't get rid of Ingram. Yeah, I don't want to screw it up. Decline. Alright, we'll keep it going. Definitely piqued my interest, though. I'm not going to lie. You almost had me there, but I just didn't want to go too crazy. I didn't want to blow up this team an insane amount. Alright, so we got knocked out of the play-in. I mean, we'll see how we are at the trade deadline. Then I might make some moves like that. Because, I mean, we're not playing great basketball right now. 16 and 10. Warriors add Giannis. Interesting. Decline. Decline. All of a sudden I have the hiccups. Great. 22 and 14. Decline. I mean, we have a chance to go to the 40-20 mark, but we need to go at least 10 and 4 in the next 2 games. We're starting to get our mojo back around this time, so that's great. It's good to see. Good to see. Come on, guys. 40-20. That's our goal. All right, let's check this out. Quickly, Barrett, Ingram, Barnes, Filkowski for now. Murray Boyles is injured. Gaskins, Holt are our prospects, which aren't getting any time. Dort is not playing. DJJ is not playing. So, yeah, honestly, we didn't really add anyone into the rotation. I guess just Filkowski. So we're not really getting better. Alright, what if... Alright, let's maybe explore our options here. BI, what can we get for BI? If we do decide to trade him, which I'm not fully on board to trade him just yet. So Kawhi Leonard, imagine we get him back on the Raptors. That'd actually be sick. That'd be crazy. Ja Morant. Dyson Daniels. Which is insane to think that we'd be getting a better player with Daniels than Ingram. And save money in theory. If we got rid of... Yeah, I'd rather just do it like that with some picks or something. Ooh, Bam. That... Oh, that's probably the most enticing trade. Because I'd put Bam at the 4 probably, is what I would do. Or Jaren Jackson Jr. It's another offer. That's pretty interesting. OG could bring him back. Suggs and Carter. Wow, Kyrie Irving. Yeah, people are giving good value to Ingram. Trae Young. Oh man, do we do the Bam trade or like I'm torn between the Kawhi trade? We also get a first. Daniels trade. Okay, if we did the Daniels trade, right? Oh, I definitely would want to do that. Oh, if we could pull this off, that'd be a miracle. Honestly, like if we could do Grady Dick in there. Alright, we're 3 million off. Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't need Walter anymore. And then... And well... Really, we're still off? Wait. Hawks would require... Oh, wait. Whoa. Hawks would require 3.12 more than allowed. Okay, so they need to shed more money here. So like... Give us... If we got Alexander Walker out of that, would that work out? If we got Barrett... No, it's just too much. Wait, so right now... Right, I know way too many, but I'm curious about the salaries. So we'd be adding Daniels and Peterson and Alexander Walker. Peterson and Alexander Walker. And Peterson, Alexander Walker. Peterson and Alexander Walker. So we wouldn't really need Walter anymore if we're getting Peterson. Get rid of Grady Dick. Daniels, that would be an upgrade. This would be an upgrade. And that would be an upgrade. Alright. And we'll throw in... Alright, so the Heat pick is pretty high value. The Charlotte's not that high. Alright, so maybe Charlotte and Suns and the Hornets. No, okay, what if we did... I gotta pick one of them. Jazz. And the Hornets. And the Suns. Damn it. I feel like we're close. I could be way off. Alright, let's do the Heat and the Jazz. Come on, man. No way. No, that was probably the last chance there. Alright, so... Alright, instead of Dick or Walter, 13 mil from Dick. Man. What if it was like that? No, still no. Alright, instead of Walter, or instead of Alexander Walker, how about Okongwu? And we stuck to the original, which was Dick. And we added that first. Damn, because I mean, it comes down to just them not wanting to get rid of Peterson for sure, which I get. Or if you just try to do straight up Peterson for Barrett, it's still too much. Alright, and then we'll do Alexander Walker for Dick. Come on. Can't do that one. The Hornets. Okay. I'm too greedy. All right, let's see what we get for quickly because we're abandoning that barrage of offers. So yeah, we saved massive money there. Derek White, okay. Oh wow, Kawhi for quickly, interesting. Kawhi for quickly. We have Pajemski. We get Niederhauser. Let's just check out the other ones. Trey Murphy, Obi Toppin, Aaron Gordon, Claxton Kuzma. Oh, I kind of want to do this one. If we did that, and then shifted, what if we had Garland? So it'd be 88 mil, so we need to find 50 mil. Put Ingram in the mix. So Ingram and quickly for Kawhi and Garland. And then add a first. Alright, they want Walter and Niederhauser. Alright, Pacers, and then we'll give you a Raptors pick. And seconds. No. Alright, then we'll throw in the Suns pick. Awesome. Alright, so now what we'll do, we got Garland at point, got rid of BI. Let's move, actually, yeah, we don't need to move, I was going to move Barnes, but, so starting lineup now, Garland, Barrett, Leonard, Barnes, Filipkowski, Pajemski, Dick, Walter, Pirtle, Dort. Yeah, I mean, we're flying, I feel. I feel like that was a great trade. But Barrett, still looking for around the same. Alright, right now we're 4th in the East. Okay? We made that huge trade. It definitely is going to affect the chemistry. Let's see how we do. Alright, we couldn't make our 40th win before our 20th loss. I'd like to think our chemistry would get better. Ooh, we lost to the Clippers. Really? So Clippers, BI. Quickly, yeah, he's not playing great. We still lost. Interesting. Are we doing all the things I'd like us to do? Physical D. Let's go neutral. Pirtle out. Colin Murray Boyles out. Filipkowski out. Okay. Continue the sim. It's still 4th in the East. Contract extensions will decline. Dude, how poetic would it be if Kawhi actually did return back to the Raptors? That'd be pretty cool. Because he's at that stage in his career where it's like, hey, maybe the Clipper thing didn't work out. You won it in 1 year with the Raptors, you were there. Maybe it's time to just come back. Like, you know, they had that magical season, magical run. Maybe like you could look at like the Clippers leased you for a little bit. Spurs, Wembanyama wins MVP. Ryan Nembhard Rookie of the Year. Simon, 6-man. Wembanyama Defense Player of the Year. Ade Mara Most Improved. Clutch, Anthony Edwards. Coach of the Year, Quinn Snyder. Aaron Phillips, Executive of the Year. Any LA Clippers? No. Or sorry, not LA Clippers. What was that about? Any Toronto Raptors? No. Alright, so we are 4th in the East. I feel like we're a great defensive team, though. Let's see, how's Kawhi doing? He's not doing the same as he once was. Alright, so we're playing against the Pistons round 1. I feel like we should be maxed out on chemistry at this point. I don't love our guards right now. That's the only thing I'll say. And then, yeah, our centers could use some work. But alright, I mean, Kawhi and Barnes, pretty good 1-2 forward punch. I mean, looking at how it was in LA, I feel like that's a little bit better than Paul George and Kawhi at like the same points in their careers. Okay, so we win game 1. It's a tight one still with this Pistons team. Ooh, and we only just sneak by them. Alright, so now heading to Detroit. Okay, it's a pretty neck and neck game. Just trying to come out this fourth. Looks like they'll win. All right, so we're still up 2-1. Here we go, game 4. Need to win on the road. That's the key to success in the playoffs. And yeah, they'll win this one. They'll tie the series up 2 games apiece. Kawhi's a little bit tired. You know, Garland and Murray Boyles is out now, so that could very well be the series for us. Hopefully we still got hope. As long as Kawhi's on the team, you'd think he could will us to victory. Wow, and they just squeaked past us. Now they are up 3-2, and we're going to Detroit, so need our guys to step up here massively. Come on. It's a close one. A very close game. Up 3. Alright, we forced a game 7. Beautiful. Alright, here we go. Game 7 in Toronto. Can the North ride us to victory? We're down 25. Come on, guys. I mean, honestly, what it comes down to is just we don't have an answer for Cunningham. I get it. You'd like to think that Kawhi and Barnes were going to be able to will him past them, but so Hawks end up winning, and yeah, the guy we try to trade so hard for ends up winning Finals MVP. All right, so year 3 of the sim now. I believe, right? I remember I was a little confused earlier if I was correct on that, but I believe that is the case. Like league history. Oops. Yeah, so this was, 1, 2, and then we have one more year to go. So DeRozan, Harden, Butler, Tim Hardaway Jr., CJ McCollum, Draymond Green, Norman Powell, all hang it up. We go to league meetings. Not going to change anything there. All right, the draft lotto. So we got 2 top looking picks right now, Utah and Miami. Let's just go ahead and sim this. All right, so we do land at number 1 and number 4. So awesome. Great moves to trade up there. And then we still got Darko, I think, locked up. Cool. All right, so the number 1 guy in this class is Marcus Spears, who is a 4, I would say, pretty confidently. He plays the 4 spot. Is there a chance we could get him at 4? Probably not. Let's see what we can maybe get for trading. Oh yeah, we still got Pirtle. 29 mil a year. So it's Pirtle and the 4th and 27th pick. We need like a point guard or a center here, massively. Wow, we could get Bam. Bam and Dante. I think it'd be foolish if we did not pull the trigger on this deal. Ooh, or Suggs and Robinson. Alright, if we didn't want Dante. Ooh, I'd love to get Sexton. And get rid of Dort. And who else could we get rid of then? Ooh, tough one. I guess Simmons we'd have to get rid of. And then just add a pick or 2. Okay. Now we're cooking with fire. Alright, so I would say safe bet here. We just take best available CJ roster. Unless we can trade out. Get something nice. So Barrett for Porter. Alexander Walker for, wow, Kawhi and all of that. It's pretty good. I mean, what if we did, you know who I want. You know who I want, but you can't trade him. Damn it. Okay. It sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Alright, we'll run it back with Kawhi. I mean, we added Bam. Look at that. Barnes, Kawhi, Bam, Garland, Barrett. Pretty good starting 5. Championship caliber? I would say, yeah. Definitely has the makings to be. And we added Dante. We could move to the 2. We're looking pretty good here, I would say. Small forward spot, power forward. Yeah, okay. So, I mean, wait, power forward again. Let me look back. Barnes, Gaskins. Maybe we try to trade Gaskins for somebody. Because we're going to be taking roster here. All right, let's just trade sign roster or draft roster and swim to the end. Okay, roster Murray Boyles. We'll extend them. Third year could bring back Garland. We'd be saving money here, which is crazy. Ideally, hopefully he returns. 20 mil. And Dick. We give him 3 years for 13. Alright, so we're bringing back Garland. Right, so Garland would be coming back. Right, so Garland, Dick, Walter. So point guard, a small forward, and a shooting guard. And then I guess we would need a center. Yeah, if we get Claxton, that'd be massive. 2 years. Alright, let's see. So, yeah, I think in theory we could sign all these guys. Filkowski. Oh, okay, so wait. I think we can let Filkowski walk, because we already have Boyles. Maybe we could get rid of Gaskins for somebody. Let's just hold off. We can we don't have to match that. And then we'll wait on Walter and, who's the other one? And Dick, that's right. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we'd have too many. So yeah, we'll decline Filkowski. And Walter's getting an offer from the Suns. We'll match. Garland, Dick, Claxton, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, then wait, did Filkowski? No, he left. Yeah. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Cool. All right, so we got our team for now. Holt 76. Sexton S 80. And then wait, Gaskins could play the 3. Okay, so Gaskins can play the 3. So yeah, we'll move him. Let's see if he gets better. 75 to 77. Cool. There's too many point guards as it is. You think, yeah. All right. I'm way overanalyzing this here. All right. We'll advance to the next season. I mean, I think we should be number 1 in the power ranking. We got Kawhi, like Garland, Bam, Scotty, Barrett. I don't know if I said that twice. So we went to 2029, I believe. But yeah, we're looking good. All right, power rankings. They have us where 12. What? Unless we seriously regressed. 85, 84. Okay, so Kawhi took a little bit a step back. 10 deep. I mean, yeah, we look fine. Roster. Wait, if we went 11 deep, is that roster or Holt? Holt. Okay, so let's go 12 deep. Get some of our prospects minutes here. Holt and roster. Let's go 13 to get Sexton involved too. Let's run this for about, I don't know, October 17th to, let's go December. We'll try it out. But I mean, I think, yeah, we're looking stacked though. I'm not going to lie. We're not playing our guys a ton of minutes, not trying to exercise them, overuse them. So, I mean, to go nearly perfect through 20 games, pretty good. That's pretty good. So wait, how are we looking injury-wise? Walter's out. Wait, how many players? Do we not have 15? No, we do. Okay, so let's go down a peg to 12 deep. Gaskin's out of the rotation, really? I'm a little shocked by that. If we go 11 deep, who would that take out? All right, so Roster and Holt are there. That's mostly what I care about. Caleb Holt. Awesome. Big jump. I thought for sure it was Gaskins who was getting more time, but okay. I see you. All right, let's continue the sim here. I mean, 92% Chem, number one in the power ranking, number one in the conference rank. I would say the road runs through Toronto here. How the hell did we lose to the Magic twice? 2 of the 3 games we lost were to the Magic. Both of them playing games. They're not playing in-season tournament games. That seems odd. I mean, 31, 32 and 3, 100% Chem right now. We're clicking on all cylinders. Last year the sim, mind you, as well. So, however the season ends, that's going to be it for the video. I mean, we try to retain this team for the most part, but frankly, it's kind of hard with the Raptors because I feel like Scotty Barnes really willed this team toward maybe a better season in real life than maybe on paper they should have had. Granted, we got rid of some guys. We got rid of Quickly, Ingram, guys who didn't really play in the series at all in real life. So we got rid of those guys. Kept Barrett, Barnes, Murray Boyles, Walter, Dick is still there. Yeah, and then we add some more prospects. So I think we're in a great spot. 45 and 4 right now. I mean, yeah, the stars on this team, I would say, that are homegrown, we really didn't move off from. So that's something I think we should be proud of here in this sim. Love to see Grady Dick take another step, though, because he was a lights-out shooter, Kansas. But, yeah, somewhat feel as though he just kind of, I don't know, like he had a great first half of the season at Kansas, and then something just happened. Don't know if he lost his shot form or what, but yeah, like I don't know. I feel like maybe year 3 Dick will really make a big jump. All right, so 60 and 6. I mean, we're in the grasp and territory of best record all time, but it doesn't mean anything if we can't win a finals to go along with it. 67 and 7. All right, so yeah, it's out of the window here. So we kind of did not do so great to end the year. Anthony Edwards MVP, Nathan Solomon Rookie of the Year, Six-Man Fox, Wembanyama Defense Player of the Year, Most Improved Mikael Brown Jr., Ant-Man Clutch, Coach of the Year Darko Rajakovic, however you say it. I butcher it every time, I know. Toronto Raptors, end of year accolades. Anybody here? Oh yeah, roster, first team all rookie. Sweet. Take that. So we do finish number 1 in the East, and I assume in the NBA. Got Garland, Barrett, Leonard Barnes, Adebayo. So no one's injured, but we are a little bit banged up. Barnes has, what's his injury? Sprained ankle. Okay. So that should clear up, especially if we get through this play-in. So this Brooklyn Nets team, they have Mark Williams, Caleb Wilson. Oh, wow. So they added, wow, Ricochet, Brandon Ingram now, and Brandon McCoy Jr. Okay, so they're not a bad 8 seed. Yeah, they just beat us game 1. All right. Will not sim a game like that from now on. They definitely got a chip on their shoulder. Kind of outcast team, if you will. Guys, come on. How are we losing? All right, so we tied the series up, but man, this is not going the way I'd like it to so far. Damn, they just blew us out. Are we missing somebody? The what? What is happening? Are we down 2-1? They have Leonard going off the bench now, which is a little bit interesting. That raises the eyebrow for sure. Guys, we're down 3-1. Bro, do you know how many trades and everything I did for you? I brought this team from nothing. Alright, so we'll keep the series going. We're down 3-2. Hopefully we woke up a bit. Alright, we're up 3 after 1. Alright, we're up 6 at half. Keep it going, guys. Guys, come on. It should not be this close of a game. Alright, minute 5, we'll jump in. Please force game 7.
Here's Trey. Kuzma to tie it up. And the crafty
Come on.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
They've got Mark Williams. And Ingram's out there with Kyle Kuzma. And then there's Zachary Riesesheim. And it's Trey in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Kuzma. It drops.
No, this is just a liability here.
Big game. So the moment doesn't phase Kuzma.
That's it. Jesus.
A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
We got past them.
He drills.
Wow.
Relentless.
Okay, Todd.
Even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Wilson, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma.
Need to stop.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Outside Wilson. Good.
Great job at screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Oh, Garland. Come on, I could do it here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
We call that putting the game on ice. This one, oh yeah, that's over.
The long shot, no good.
Okay, so we forced game 7.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. I think, as always, Alan.
All right, guys, we need to replicate that success. But I mean, this Nets team, call it like misfit Nets. Like they got Kuzma, they got Ingram, Riesesheim, Mark Williams. It's like all these players that were traded away from teams that drafted them. Yeah, it's just definitely a chip on the shoulder kind of team. But guys, we gotta capitalize here. All right, we're up 10. Still up 10. Okay, 5-point game. Okay. Whew. Wow. So we dodged a bullet there. Came back down, I don't know, 3-1 or something like that. But able to advance against the Celtics now. So they got Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Okay. Aiden Mahaney. Huh. Definitely a new, different looking Celtics team from what we know today. But okay. On paper, I think we should be stacked against them. All right. I mean, it's a pretty low-scoring game, I would say. Actually, never mind. All right, here we go. Game 2. Gotta win the first 2 here. Like, we need to have a 2-0 lead going to Boston. That's gonna be a tough place to win at. All right, up 2 games. There we go. Let's keep it going, guys. Up 19 after the first. Up 21 at half. And we'll take it. Awesome. All right, 3 games up. All right, here we go. Big quarter, big half for them to start, but let's go. What's left in the tank from us? We lose by 1. Okay. Don't blow a 3-1 lead, guys, please. Uh-oh. Alright, come back. Come back, kids here. Come back, kids. Damn it. Alright, they win. Do we have an injury? Please don't tell me. No, we don't, but okay. Guys, come on. Put him away here. This is the time. At the Garden. Let's embarrass them. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good. Alright, we play. God, we can't catch a break in the East, man. I swear to God. Alright, so Kawhi's banged up. What does he have? Shin splints. Okay. Not ideal. Everyone else is healthy. Good to see. What are we? We're still 10 deep? Or we're 11 deep. Let's go 10. And then if we go 10 deep, so that kicks out Holt, I guess. Alright, here we go. Oh wait, actually, how's this Pistons teams look? Wow, they added DeJounte. And we nearly traded for him too. Damn. And they got Cam Whitmore. Where is Cam Whitmore these days? Someone knows. Definitely put it in the comments. Because I low-key forget. I know he got traded from the Rockets, but yeah, I don't know where he ended up. Alright, so we're down 1-0. Come on, this Pistons team, man. I mean, I know they're legit, but we gotta step up. Okay. Because, I mean, on paper here, low-key, do we put, wait, because, like, let me check how we play against them. Okay. I might have, Barnes on, let's do that. I'm gonna have Barnes guard Cunningham. Matchups, go Barnes. Okay, we're gonna try this out. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're at 14, looking good. Alright, and how did Cunningham do? It's 20. So yeah, maybe that was the difference. Alright, here we go. Game 4 now. Alright, here we go. Gotta lock up Cunningham. I feel like he's the biggest problem for us. Just because our guards can't guard him. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. Tie the series up 2 games all. Back to Toronto in game 5. Big time lead there. Yeah, ever since we made that tweak, it seems to really be paying off. Alright, game 6. We go up 8 after 1. Up 11 at half. Can we put them away here and advance to the finals? We do. Awesome. So, Wembanyama and the Spurs will be facing off against Scotty Barnes and the Raptors. Alright, so let's check out how we match up with this team. Okay. I'm just curious here. If we put Barnes on, let's put Barnes on Harper. Either Barnes or Castle. Let's not tweak anything. Let's just see how this goes. Alright, here we go. Game 1. Alright, we're up 12 after 1. Alright, keep increasing the lead there. Awesome. Alright, huge game 1. 22-point lead, 22-point win. Alright, game 2. Alright, Spurs are coming out hot. Yeah, so they kind of return the favor. Alright, so who's balling out for the Spurs here? Bobby Portis Jr. And then game 2, Harper, Fox. Oh, Steinbach got 13 boards. How tall is this dude? 6'10". Okay. Yeah, we just got killed on the boards. I mean, we got Scotty, Kawhi. Let's crash the boards a little bit more. Yeah, because we can't allow Wembanyama to just get all the rebounds. All right, here we go. Up 7 after 1. There we go. Awesome. All right, 2 games to 1 here. We were able to steal one from the road just as they did. We're down 9 after 1. Do we have someone left in the tank? All right, well, they tied the series up. Whew. Okay, so I mean, we do got home court, which is great, but still need to capitalize here. I mean, this is it. We're in the finals. Last year, the sim. So would love to go out on a dub here. Tight game. All right, we'll win. All right, here we go. 1 game away from taking it all. Hoisting the Larry up for the 2nd time in Raptors history. Have a chance to do it tonight. Let's get it done. Damn it. Okay. They forced game 7. I hate game 7. I know it's the 2 best words in sports. Oh, Adebayo's out. But damn it, that's why. Severe ankle sprain season. Nah, man. Okay. That's a massive loss. All right, guys, please step up in the absence of Bam. All right, we're up in this one, but they're creeping in. 10-point game. All right, 2:25, minute 47. All right, we're up 11. I'm confident enough to jump in here. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, boys. We're going to do it.
Here's Fox. 1:14 left in the 4th. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
When Fox is using his agility like this, it can just be too much for the defense to handle.
So on the floor for the Spurs, Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2.
Supposed to go down a little bit.
And it's Bryant in at the small forward position.
Man, good whistle there.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that'll push the lead to double digits.
Left.
Well, the Spurs shooting only 36% so far in this game. Wembanyama. Oh, it's Wemby.
And it's clear the defense has no answer for Wembanyama. And until they do, keep getting him the ball.
Oh, the slam.
Oh, boy, spoiled.
Lead pass. What a play.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Now here's Garland. Outside Dick puts up the tray. Vassell there for the rebound.
So
honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest.
Yeah,
this game's over.
And he nails it.
No way they're fouling down 7, right? Yeah, okay.
Garland scanning the floor.
Second champ in Toronto Raptors history with Kawhi.
Oh, and it's over! The Toronto Raptors are the new NBA champions! What an incredible ride! Culminating in a championship. What a team! This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long.
Absolutely incredible. Look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building.
Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Scotty. Yeah, and there you guys have it. We were able to finally win another championship for this Raptors organization, and we did it within our 3-year time table. Scotty Barnes 14-6, and yeah, it was good enough for Finals MVP. So yeah, just kind of looking over at this team, we kept Barnes, Scotty, Murray Boyles, Dick, Walter. That's pretty much it. But add some much needed pieces to the squad. You know, kept the core, I would say, intact with Barnes and Barrett. Um, you know, we got rid of Brandon Ingram, and they gave us a real fight round one. But I mean, what a grind we went through here. 2 game 7s, 2 game 6s we prevailed in to reach the finals, beat the Spurs in 7 to get the second ring in Raptors history. And yeah, this is how it's played out in the 4 or 3.5 years, you could call it, since. So yeah, at this point, Wembanyama hadn't lost the championship, already 2-0, and then he runs into this Raptors team and loses his first. And mind you, we had to do it with our backup center for a lot of the series. Bam Adebayo was out for the count, and the fact that we got Bam on this team too should tell you guys we're in good hands. Gaskins, Holt, Rosser. We still got Walter, who's only 24. We got Pajemski, who's only, what, 26. Dick, who's 25. Murray Boyles, obviously, 24. Barnes is only 27. A lot of young guys on this team. Barrett, 28. Yeah, so I mean, who knows? If it was a couple years ago when I used to do 5 years for these Sims, um, yeah, maybe we might see another championship in the Raptors' future. But for this, for the sake of this video, for the sake of this series, for the sake of this Raptors edition, we have been successful in accomplishing our goal to win a second championship for this team. And we did it bringing back Kawhi Leonard. Pretty amazing. Because he also won it. I was trying to do the math earlier. Literally 10 years later, he returns to the Raptors and wins another championship. Pretty amazing. It's kind of like I said earlier, it's like the Clippers leased him and brought him back when they had some more prospects. So pretty cool that Kawhi has been a part of both championship teams. But that's going to do it for me today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch, CZC YouTube, and check me out on YouTube, CZC. And stay tuned for the next video I do in this series. As I'm doing this video, Raptors were the last team to get eliminated in the playoffs or for the first round. So, and I'm doing this video literally like a few hours after they lost. So, it's going to be a little bit of time in between at least my recording for the next one because I'm not sure who gets eliminated yet in the playoffs, but I'll be watching every minute of the playoffs and try to get up to date and all that happens and unfolds in the NBA playoffs this season. So, yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.